I wanted to give you a review of a product I have found that's extremely helpful. When I started doing cross stitch again, I would use my reading glasses, or I should say, try to use my reading glasses. I'd put it on, and here's one of the, I showed this in my first floss tube, one of the stitch alongs that I'm doing. And it's on Aida. I think it's 18 count. And I was using my reading glasses, but I was really having to strain to see it. And I thought, my eyes are going to get tired very quickly. So that's not going to work. And what about when I start using linen? Because I love the look of it, but I was a little nervous because I thought, well, how am I going to use a higher count? How am I going to see it? So I have a lamp that goes over top of my, where I sit and stitch in the living room. And I thought, well, I've got the lamp. I'll get one of those magnifier discs that attaches to the lamp arm, and then it can go right over top of my work. Well, I did order one. And it wouldn't reach very well. I could never get it in the right position. And then I was like straining to try to get it underneath my work. And I thought, this isn't going to work. I need something hands-free that's going to just be there. So I tried a magnifier. You've probably seen it. It's on a chain. It rests right here. Disaster. So that didn't work either. So I want to show you what I found that works extremely well. And I have used it for months and months now. Love it. It is the Mag Eyes. Get where you can see it here. It's the Mag Eyes hands-free magnifier. Comes in a package like this, and you may have seen it or you may not have and wondered about it. But the one that I purchased came with the lens number 2 and number 4. So here's the original size. This is what it looks like magnified with the number 2 lens and the number 4 lens. And the lenses come just like this, packaged. So then you can, sorry for the noise, you can open them up and I'll show you how they slide right in there. So that's the number 2 lens, the number 4 lens. And when I first started changing out the lenses, I thought, oh no, I have to be really careful so I don't mix them up. I need to get them in the right package. But then I discovered, let me find it. And let me zoom up. Look at here. Right there. See how it says 4? So you can see which one it is. So what I have in here right now is the number 7, because I am doing a very high count. But the way you take it out, it's very easy. It just flips out, and then you can just slide the other one in. It. You can see it. Just like that, just clips in. And then if that isn't powerful enough or it's too powerful, you can just switch. I'm going to go back to the number 7 because that's the one. Well, let me show you. The 2 that I ordered in addition to the ones that came with it. I ordered the number 5 and the number 7 lens. And what that does, as you can see, the number 7 magnifies it 2, almost 3 times. So that is the one that I've been using on the higher count linen. And the package, you can see, there we go. So number 7, and then here's the number 5, and they all have that number on there so you can see what it is. Now I am working right now, and I'm going to do a video later on about things I found helpful for very high count linen. But this is what I'm working on right now. This is a 56 count. And I'm going to be talking later in another video about hoops and needles and all kinds of things I found helpful for higher count. But you can see it's on the table and you can't see the linen very well. Now, if I zoom in on the close-up camera, yeah, you can see it, but you know, you're not going to have a close-up camera with you. So I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to put the lens up to the camera. see how magnified it is when you have it there. Now I'm going to flip back to me so that you can see how you use it. Now, kind of looks goofy, but I don't care. I can see through it, and I can see without any eye strain. So there's a soft section right here. You're going to put that against your forehead. And I have bangs, so I kind of put it right against my skin with my bangs over it. Now, this moves up and down because maybe, I know this looks silly, but it works. Now, very seldom do I stitch like this. Usually, I am sitting back in my chair and I have it a little bit more down like this, so I can adjust it. So I can stitch at a level that, I'm going to take this off now. I can stitch wherever it's comfortable, because sometimes we do, and I see people stitching very closely because they can't see. Well, that puts a strain on your neck, on your shoulders, on your back. So if I get in a good position with pillows and I'm all set up, I can move that mag eyes to exactly where I see it. Maybe if I put it down a little farther and move it. If I need to see very close, when I bring it closer, this magnifies a little bit more, which I just discovered that. So I can put it very close if I need to see something very close up. So this has been the best find for me. And I've had this now, maybe 4 years. Started out with the first 2 lenses because I wasn't working on such a high count linen. So I started out with the number 2 and the number 4 lens. Then when I decided to go to, well, the 36 count or the 56 count, I knew I needed the highest power. And I think I used the number 5 lens for about 40 count, but everyone's eyes are a little bit different. You can see, which works best for you. Now, sometimes, and it usually depends on how the light is, or if I've been stitching a while, sometimes I will put my readers on and then put the mag eyes on if I'm in a spot that I really need to see well, or I'm feeling like my eyes are getting a little bit strained. But that again will depend on your eyes. But I did want to share that with you. Let me put the picture back up so you can see what it looks like. And I will put a link in the description for the mag eyes that come with the 2 and the 4, and then the additional 5 and 7, so that you can take a look at those. But this is great for cross stitching or stitching in general. But if you are a jeweler, if you are doing models, fly fishermen, anglers, it just all kinds of things, this works really well for. And this is very lightweight, so it doesn't bother me to wear it for a very long time. So I hope that you enjoyed this little review of mag eyes.